something that you've been interested in learning how to do, I'm going to go over with you today exactly what you can do so that way you can start your own foolproof NCLEX business. Hi, my name is Nurse Choma, and I'm the founder of Choosing Nursing, and I'm here to teach you and equip you so that way you can have your best successful life. And I actually have been helping nurse graduates to pass their nursing exams, their NCLEX exam since 2015. So let me share a little bit with you about my story so that you understand how exactly I can help you. So I myself, I actually am a registered nurse. I graduated from San Diego State University with my Bachelor's of Science degree at San Diego State University back in May 2010. So I, from there, after about maybe 4 years into it, I started to consider, what are other things I can do as far as like on a bigger scale. And it was actually in 2012 where I started a blog. So I started a blog, and all I wanted to do was just to simply, vent, talk about nursing, talk about the challenges with nursing that people don't really discuss. Because to me, it was hard. It was very hard. I was dealing with difficult doctors, rude patients, the run, dealing with all that type of stuff. And I was starting to feel a little bit burnt out, even though I had just started, was barely, a few years into my career. And so I started like just writing blog posts, talking about med surge, talking about being a nurse, what it's really like, what people don't talk about. And oh my God, people actually started to respond to me. People actually started to write me and email me, and I was just like, "Oh my goodness, this is unbelievable," And so the common thing that people were telling me though was, "How do I pass the NCLEX? How do I pass the NCLEX?" I got that over and over again, and I got some really crazy stories. I mean, these were people that said literally, "I've been out of nursing school for like a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, can't pass the NCLEX." And so oftentimes what's drawn to you is what you're called to. And so I began to learn and research about the test from a different perspective. Begin to learn, well, why are these people not passing their exams? What is making this test so much harder for other people? And long story short, from there, I started the NCLEX business. And I've been fortunate now since 2015. I especially really took it, seriously in 2015. I've been fortunate to literally help over 1,000 people pass their exam, with a lot of them being repeat test takers, people that's been struggling to pass. And so now I want to equip you, I want to teach you what you can do so that way you can go out and make a difference while also simultaneously making income. Now, I'm going to provide you 3 simple steps that you can do today to help you get started. Now, and as you're listening to this as well, I did put some of this in the description in the form of notes. So this will definitely help you to keep track of what you're learning. And I would encourage you to also actually take some notes as well. All right. So let's get right into it. So the first thing, number one, is that you're going to need to go and follow the NCSBN website, right? So before in the past, you were following the NCSBN's website, right? The National Council of Boards of Nursing website. The people that create the exams, that determine if people pass the exams, you were following them because you wanted to register for the test, right? That's probably the only time you went to their website. But now you're gonna have to follow them as point of view as an educator. So what this looks like for you is that you're going to need to one, subscribe to their mailing list, download the PDFs on their website, watch the webinars, the videos on their website. They do have different types of videos giving updates, talking about the next generation tests, etc. Go ahead and hawk their website, like really pay attention to what they're posting. I would also recommend that you follow them on social media so that way you know the latest updates and changes when it comes to the exam. Now, we're talking about a huge industry here. The test preparatory business, right? Not just only the NCLEX, but SAT, the ACT, MSAT, LSAT, like that business is $1 billion business. So there's a lot of potential revenue in helping people pass their exams. So the first thing, like I mentioned, is that you're going to go and follow them, right? Follow them like a hawk. And so that way you can begin to immerse yourself in this information. Number two, The second thing you need to do now is you need to go ahead and get yourself a website. All right. Now, there's so many different types of website platforms out there that people talk about all the time. Oh, there's Wix. Oh, there's like a Square. I don't know. There's just a lot. But honestly, don't even pay attention to that. Go with WordPress. I'm telling you, you're going to save yourself a lot of headache and, struggle if you just trust me from the beginning, because I've been doing this for 10 years now, right? WordPress is the best. I've even tested other platforms. I left WordPress, had issues, and then had to come back to WordPress. So no, go with WordPress because of the loading speed is usually faster with your website on WordPress. And then also it integrates with so many other types of platforms, which will help you as you start to grow your business. So stick with WordPress. You can always visit the link in the description if you want to get started with WordPress. And then, like I said, build your website. Build a nice looking website. Go ahead and purchase a domain name. You can purchase the domain name with either WordPress. I think WordPress has that available. But if not, you can definitely purchase it with Bluehost. Bluehost, I've been using Bluehost for years. They have an excellent customer support team. The reason why Bluehost is necessary is that you have your website, and then you have a hosting domain. So pretty much Bluehost is what allows your website to stay active so that way it doesn't crash. So you do need both of them at the same time to have a website, right? And once again, I recommend getting started with Bluehost. If you don't know how to start a website, how to create a website, you feel very lost with this, you can always go on Fiverr. If you trust people on there, if you want, we can also build a website for you too. Yes, we can. We can build a website for you as well. You can simply click the link in the description for information about setting up your own website. So that's number two. The third thing you need to do is now you need to create a curriculum. So you need to create a curriculum that your students can follow for those that are taking either RN or the LPN exam. Ideally, I recommend that you have both tests. So you create two different curriculums. You can do this as simple by working on a Microsoft Word or Google Docs to help you to create it. And once again, going back to the NCSBN website, you can check out their website for their test plans. I'm not saying copy it, word for word, but I'm just saying that you can use their test plans as a guide to help you to create a curriculum so you're not working from scratch, right? So you're definitely going to need to work on a curriculum, and that's going to be the curriculum that you use to help create your classes, services, tutoring, courses, whatever you're going to offer, so that way your students can pass their exams and move on with their lives, right? So these are some of the steps you're going to need to do to start your NCLEX business, right? Like I said, number one, NCSBN website, follow them, go to their website. Number two, open up your website, ideally using WordPress and Bluehost to host it. If you check the link below, I do have some resources where we can actually set up the website for you, or you can get started today and click the referral link to get access to either website or Bluehost at a special discount. And then number three is to start working on your own curriculum. Now, once you get all that started and you get that going, you're going to need to now market your business. The only way you're going to actually make money from the business is that people know who you are and what you're doing. And so you can market your business through social media, through SEO, which is blogging, right? And so you're going to really want to market your business. Now, I have been on social media for several years now, and I've been able to generate, at the time of this video, more than 200,000 followers across multiple platforms. So I know a little bit about growing an audience on social media. So what I've done is I actually created a book, which is called The Success Online Blueprint, where I do teach people how to get started, how to maximize social media so that way you can generate revenue through this book. This book is actually available on Amazon. I will link it below in the description if you want to get this book, and we ship it directly to your house. So this will teach you how to market your business. Now, last and certainly not least, if you found all this information helpful, I have a free webinar, a free training where I'm going to teach you step by step how to start your NCLEX business. Literally, it's a class where I'm teaching people how to start educational test prep business. So even if you don't want to do NCLEX specifically, it will also teach you in general how to start an educational prep business. It's a total free training, walking you through it. You're definitely going to want to take advantage of that. In the description below this video, you can click register for free and watch it. And so that way you can begin to learn the step by step to starting your NCLEX prep business or your educational test prep company. So that's pretty much it. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, go ahead and comment below. Let me know that you found it helpful right now in the comments. Let me know any questions you may have, and go ahead and hit the subscribe and follow button so that way you don't miss out on my next video. All right, take care. Talk with you soon.